After missing its 9 million jab target, the government has extended the national vaccination drive until tomorrow. All fully vaccinated adults who received their primary doses at least 6 months prior are eligible for booster shots starting tomorrow. Akbayan party list files a second disqualification case against presidential bet Bongbong Marcos. 6 petitions seeking to block Marcos Jr.'s presidential bid are now pending before the COMELEC. Pole vaulting coach Petrov slams the so-called witch hunt against Obiena. He says that PATAFA President Philip Huico pressured him for information that was eventually used against the Olympic athlete. Focused and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Sean Yao. The provincial government of Negros Occidental is keeping close watch over 3 potential carriers of the Omicron COVID variant. Jen Calimon with the details.
3 expatriates from South Africa had already entered the country, even before the government had imposed a travel ban. They are South African nationals who arrived in Manila from a vacation trip last November 25. They work as consultants in a power firm based in Negros Occidental. The provincial government said they are fully vaccinated and have complied with all protocols.
Kompleto naman sila sa negative RT-PCR from South Africa, which they presented sa ating Bureau of Quarantine when they arrived sa Manila.
Instead of a facility quarantine, the LGU is monitoring them at home to avoid physical contact during transport. Local authorities said they haven't had any contact with others since their arrival. The 3 expatriates from South Africa are also asymptomatic.
Kanilang rented houses, nilockdown namin, and they are now being observed by our local health authorities. After 5 days, we will retest them para may confirmatory RT-PCR test.
Authorities say the Omicron variant has not been detected yet in the country, but LGUs have an appeal to concerned agencies.
Now that there is a warning, I hope that the screening will be done strictly, not dun sa atin by the Bureau of Quarantine.
The provincial government said they will put all suspected carriers under strict quarantine for 14 days. Reporting for News 5, Jen Calimon, We Are One News.
Meanwhile, the Bangko Sentral is not too concerned about the impact of the Omicron COVID variant on the country's financial markets. In a briefing, Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas Governor Ben Diokno said there has been an overreaction in response to the new COVID variant. Diokno says the BSP will keep an accommodative stance in monetary policy as needed by the government.
We're not so concerned with the new virus, or with the new variant rather. I think there's too much exaggeration on the impact of that. I think the best thing to do really for the Philippines is vaccinate, 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 and we have sufficient vaccines available.
Let's go over some recent developments in Philippine politics. Another petition against the candidacy of Bongbong Marcos has been filed before the Commission on Elections. Akbayan party list led the filing of a disqualification case against the former senator. The petitioners cited Marcos's tax conviction as basis for him to be barred from holding any office. A total of 6 petitions against Marcos are now pending before the COMELEC. Re-electionist Batangas Governor Dodo Mandanas has endorsed the tandem of Bongbong Marcos and Sara Duterte when the two went around the province today. Former Palace spokesman Harry Roque, who is part of the Bongbong Sara senatorial slate, was also present. The senatorial aspirant defended Marcos Jr. from critics of martial law. Roque, a former human rights lawyer, said that Bongbong Marcos was too young to be involved in any human rights abuses at that time. Presidential aspirant Senator Ping Lacson and running mate Senate President Tito Soto once again defended the anti-terror law. The tandem said various propaganda tainted the well-meaning law, which they claim has sufficient safeguards against abuse. Soto admitted, though, that it all boils down to proper implementation. And another presidential aspirant, Leo de Guzman, says he will push to raise the country's minimum wage if elected. Leody says raising the daily minimum wage to 750 pesos will not hurt businesses significantly. To support his statement, the labor leader cited studies on increased household consumption being beneficial to the economy. We'll be back with more stories after this quick break. Stay with us here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The national vaccination campaign has been extended until Friday as the government tries to catch up to its target of administering 9 million vaccine shots. Marlene Alcaide with the report.
It has been almost 8 months since barangay volunteer Marife Casquejo got her first 2 vaccine dose. She's now looking forward to her booster shot given the risk involved in her line of work.
Gusto rin namin na makasiguro na talagang kami talagang anong-ano na kami, yung safe na.
Lalo na nakaharap kayo.
Oo. Kasi kami yung kalimitan kaharap dito eh. Kung saan-saan pa, hindi lang naman dito, nag-house din naman kami.
But the long wait is over as fully vaccinated adults may receive their booster shots starting tomorrow. This applies only to those who got their second dose at least 6 months prior. The health department has released the recommended booster dose combinations for every vaccine brand.
By and large, they can choose, but kung ano yung meron, wag na mag-aantay kasi hindi naman ad infinitum ang supply of a particular vaccine.
Vaccine czar Carlito Galvez Jr. assures the public that the country has enough vaccine stockpile.
So yung ating supply for boosters is already been secured for the first semester or 6 months. Ang aming pinaghahandaan is yung February election period.
To vaccinate more people, the country's COVID-19 task force extended the national vaccination drive until tomorrow. Officials said more people have been flocking vaccination sites, prompting them to extend the campaign. In Santa Rosa, Laguna alone, the daily average vaccinees has reached 11,000 to 15,000 this week from just 4,000 to 5,000 a week before. With this, Laguna Governor Ramil Hernandez is planning to hold a province-wide vaccination day. Nationwide, around 7.6 million doses were administered during the 3-day vaccination drive. Majority of these were given as first dose. Galvez admits missing the 9 million target but says the government is glad to reach the unvaccinated population.
Quality-wise, maganda yung ating quality considering that our main objective is really to get the unvaccinated.
The DOH also urges employers to provide support until tomorrow.
So nanawagan ako, huwag niyo sila markahan na absent. Bayaran niyo pa rin sila on that day. Considered nagtrabaho pa rin sila.
Another round of the vaccination drive will be held on December 15 to 17 in a bid to vaccinate 54 million Filipinos by year end. For News 5, Marlene Alcaide, we are One News.
Olympic pole vault coach Vitaly Petrov reveals that PATAFA President Philip Wico had approached him to inquire about his coaching arrangement with EJ Obiena. In a statement, Petrov said he was heavily questioned by Wico and was, quote, tricked into signing a questionnaire which he thought would help relieve Obiena of administrative duties. Petrov admits that at times Obiena made late payments, but he insists that this was never an issue between them. Petrov also said that this will be his final statement on the matter, calling the case against his trainee a witch hunt. And a new Christmas park in Mexico, Pampanga is promising a unique holiday experience to visitors. Laila Pangilinan gives us the tour.
An hour-and-a-half drive away north of the metro was a 6-hectare Christmas park that is part of a posh village in Mexico, Pampanga. 250,000 Christmas lights, IG-worthy Christmas decors, carnival rides, bazaar, and food stalls await those who wish to savor the Christmas spirit in Lakeshore in Mexico, Pampanga.
We're actually a real estate developer, and then this one is part of our mission to let people enjoy a world-class community, a well-master planned community that anyone can enjoy. Taga Mexico, taga Manila.
Visitors may take a walk or ride in style in a motorboat to reach their desired destination in the park. This one-of-a-kind feature was made possible by architect John Brian Mangyo, who admits designing Christmas parks runs in their blood.
My dad was the designer of Pascuan Village sa Pampanga. So we always celebrated Christmas, no? So sabi nga namin this year, para yung mga tao lang may pwedeng puntahan, lalo na dito sa Mexico, there's no other alternative for open spaces. So we had this place and it's by the lake. Sabi ko, it's so unique. No? So we, little by little, nagtayo kami ng Christmas park.
Physical distancing shouldn't be a problem at the park. There are plenty of open spaces, outdoor activities, and lush greens for everyone to enjoy. And to level up the standard health and safety protocols, their staff is also doing their share by being fully vaccinated and being swabbed once a week.
It's better to be safe na than sorry and lose this all again, diba? Sabi nga namin, our main goal is to limit people because we want to continue operating regularly para nakikita namin paano nag-enjoy yung mga tao eh.
The Christmas park has been a big hit since it opened last October.
Hindi kami na-disappoint. Bakit? Kasi masaya eh. Maraming tao. Ngayon lang kami nakapunta ng ganito. Kami taga-kanta pa. First time.
Mapasyal po sila. Open air naman po kasi, kaya sinama na po namin sila.
Your 50 pesos will go a long way from sunup until 11 in the evening. Lights open at 5:30 p.m. until January 31, 2022. For News 5, Laila Pangilinan. We are One News.
And Satellite TV brings you a very sulit Christmas channel blowout this December. For only 199 pesos, you'll get to enjoy more channels with the whole family. Visit your nearest load retailer now and text SL199 space, satellite account number, and send to 3443. For more details, visit facebook.com/satellite TV. And for more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.